Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It is Ashley and it is time for my September TBR. So September for me is going to be very busy. I'm away to Korea for 8 days and then I'm back for about a week and then I go off to Portugal for about a week. So I have a lot of time where I'm not here. So I am going to need basically Kindle books as much as I can, which is fine. But for those who are new, I play a game called Get Me to the Show. It's based on my love for concerts. You will see that I do concert shorts. So yeah, it's about getting to the show. So we're starting at the very bottom and working our way up. We have music notes for music prompts, which is artists, goals and targets, general pink prompts, such as like highest rated, dog chooses, etc. Mid reads, and then bookmark prompts. You will also see there is some blank white pieces of paper that do cover some of them, and this is just a fail spot. So if I land on that, I need to read a book that I have failed a TBR from this year. So it needs to be a book I was meant to read. I just didn't. So yeah, that is what all my prompts are. But before we jump into this month's game, let's have a look how I did in how I did in October. Nope, how I did in August. And let's see if I'm going to be adding another fail space to the game or if I can take one off. We currently have 4 spaces on there which are covered. I'd love to take one off. We'll see how things go. So for rule number 1 for August, I did have a mood read. For that one, I chose The Explorers, which is volume 2 of Snowpiercer. And I did like this one. I preferred this one a lot more to the first one. I thought the first one was chopping and changing too much. This one felt a lot smoother. I could really see the influences to the show as well from this one, which was good. So I'd like to pick up volume 3 sometime soon if I can. Number 2 gave us a goals and targets, and for this one I decided to pick up The Night Ends with Fire by KX Song. As you can see, I have a bookmark in there. I have started this. I'm on page 68. I'm on chapter 10. But my rule is if it's started, it counts as a win because I only read one book at a time. So I will finish this before I read anything else. So yeah, this one counts as a win. So far, I'm really enjoying it. I'm really liking the writing style and I'm really hoping that stays. It is a Milan retelling. So yeah, it's looking good, but I am enjoying it so far, which is lovely. So hopefully it won't take me too long to kind of complete this one. But yeah, this one counts as a win. Rule number 3 gave us the prompt for Monster Mash, which was Dalek, and the prompt for that was to read a book written in first person plural, so we instead of I. Now for this one I did take out a library book. I've already returned it, but I chose The Virgin Suicides by Jeffrey Eugenides. I don't know how to say the name, I'm sorry. I really didn't like this book. It's my only 1-star book I've had in a very long time. I could read a sentence, completely forget what the sentence was. I didn't know where it was on a page, even if I'd even read it. I was just so lost, and it's written like an essay, and I think that's why it kind of really pulled me out of the book a lot. So yeah, for me this just wasn't it. It was a 1-star read. Not ideal, but hopefully it's my only really low rating of this year. But let's move on to the next one, which was rule number 4. I had the prompt of Ex-Mary Heroes, who's my favourite band ever. I'm seeing them in September. I am so excited. I chose the song Diamond and I chose Lord Sunday by Garth Nix. I did read this one. This one was a buddy read with Cats and Camera. This was the final book, so I am really sad that this month I'm not going to have another one to read. But for the full series, I really enjoyed it. I liked the ending, but I felt that there was so much build up and it didn't quite execute perfectly for me, the ending. The whole series for me as a whole though was a 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I would read it again at some point as well. So yeah, I did have a good time here. I did read this one. After this, I had My Little Pony as a bookmark prompt, and I had read a book published in 1981. Now, again, I've already handed this back to the library, but I chose George's Marvellous Medicine by Roald Dahl. I thought this was just a really fun story. I got into it really quickly. I finished it really quickly. It was just some fun. I think I gave it 3 or 4 stars. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, I did have fun with that. Number 6 gave me vlog idea. For that I chose Goodreads vlog. There is most likely, if I can, going to be a lot more of those books in this, because I still have another 4 books I need to read for that vlog. So hopefully I can get them in. But the one that I did read was The Quiet Tenant by Clemens McCallan. I really enjoyed this. This was really different to what I'd expected. I gave it 4 stars. This is basically a thriller, but it's really like feels really isolating and really enclosed. But we're not following the person, like the man who's kind of doing this. We're following one of his victims who is kind of locked. He's locked away. We're also following some people who know him really closely, like his daughter and also someone else in the town. So we're kind of seeing him from different perspectives and how other people see him rather than from his own perspective. I really enjoyed this. I like this a lot more than I was expecting to. Yeah, 4 stars here, and I definitely want to pick up more from this author. After that, we had rule number 7. We had a mood read. For that, I chose The Curse for True Love by Stephanie Garber. This is the 3rd book in the series, Once Upon a Time series. I really enjoyed this. I was a little bit lost at the beginning. It'd been a while since I'd read the first 2, and then at the start of this one, the main character doesn't remember anything from the first 2 books. That didn't help matters. But it was a really good time. Since I started reading it, I really started to pick it up again. And I absolutely adore Stephanie's writing style so much. So I definitely want to pick up more of her work. I have the first book in Caraval, but I've not read it yet. So that is one that I will want to be starting pretty soon if I can. But yeah, I really enjoyed the writing style. I really liked the ending of this. It was a really good time. I can't remember the first 2 books perfectly, but I believe I gave every single book in this either a 4 or a 5 star. So yeah, definitely a must read for me, and I definitely need to read more from the author. And then the final one that we did have was Goals and Targets, and this was A Land of Unfinished Dreams by Marco Ventura. This was a middle grade graphic novel about a granddad who gets absorbed into his stories, and we're kind of following his adventure to try and find this woman who's in a castle. I really like this. I thought this was a lot sweeter than I was thinking it was going to be. It had really good graphic styling. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it a 4 star or a 3 star. Can't remember off the top of my head. It was the first one I read this month. But yeah, I really enjoyed that, which does mean I managed to complete my TBR for a 2nd month in a row. Yes. So yeah, we'll take off a fail space from there. I'm probably going to take off one of the ones at the very end of the board because there's 2 together. But otherwise, yeah, let's jump into rule number 1. Okay, so as we saw, I passed August at PBR game, so I'm going to take off this one here, which is at the top, because that way we only have them kind of scattered about. But yeah, let's go for rule number 1. Rule number 1, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a music prompt, and our first artist is going to be Stray Kids. Okay, I think I have an idea. Okay, rule number 1 gives a 6, which is a perfect start for me, and we got the prompt of Stray Kids. I don't really listen to Stray Kids as much as I used to, but one song did come into mind for me because it's a book that I need for my Goodreads reading vlog as well, and that book is Deep End by Ali Hazelwood, because the song I'm planning on using is Walking on Water. I'll play a small clip of it here. So as I said, I'm going to be reading Deep End by Ali Hazelwood for this one. I have never read Ali Hazelwood before in my life. I do actually have about 4 of her books now, this one included, so this one and 3 others. So I might actually do an Ali Hazelwood reading vlog, just to kind of get myself into this author or decide whether maybe she isn't for me for whatever reason, etc. But the reason I've chose Walking on Water for that is because on the back of this it says Scarlett Vandermeer is swimming upstream, a junior at Stanford and a student athlete who specialises in platform diving. And then the paragraph underneath that kind of says swim captain, world champion, all-round aquatics, golden boy Lucas. So it's going to be these 2 people who are very involved in water. It's going to be them having a romance. Don't really need to know much more than that. I've not read the back of it fully. just know they're both kind of swimmers and divers, etc., which involves water. So yeah, I'm going to count it. This is going to be the one. As I said, it's my first Ali Hazelwood. I'm a little bit nervous because everyone seems to love her. So let's hope it turned out well. I believe it's steamy as well. So yeah, a little bit of steamy romance in here. Can never go amiss. But with that, let's go to roll number 2. Roll number 2. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is a blue prompt. And we have My Little Pony Generation 2. So read a book that has an item on the cover that can be associated to horses. I need to have a think, but I think I can do this. Okay, roll number 2 gave us a 5, and we got My Little Pony. And that was for Generation 2, and that was to read a book that has an item on the cover which can be associated to horses. Now, I had to have a think about this. There was nothing in my immediate thoughts for what to read for this. But as I said, I'm going away. I need Kindle books. So one book that is on my Kindle that I did see had a cart on it. And as you know, horses pull carts, especially in olden days, etc. So I'm going to be reading Skyborn by Sinead O'Hart. I have no idea what this is about, except from there's this boy who is in a circus, and that's all I know. I don't know whether he's trying to get into the circus or whether he's trying to escape the circus. Not really too sure. But there is a cart on that cover, and so I'm going to read that and hope for the best here. It's also one that is on my NetGalley. It is years overdue, so it's a good time for me to actually get that in. But yeah. Be a nice little middle grade, kind of change things up a little bit, especially since I already have like a steamy romance on here, and I need easy ones for taking on flights, just to kind of keep me nice and mellow, because I'm fine going up and I'm fine going over, but landing petrifies me so much. So having a nice easy read to kind of calm me down again once I do land and stuff, because sometimes I need a couple minutes, will actually be really good for me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be a good time. It's been way overdue since I read it. So let's go to roll number 3. Roll number 3. A 2. 1, 2. That is a mood read. Nice and easy. Roll number 3 gave us a mood read. Now, as I said, I need to get in my Goodreads vlog books. So I just chose the first one that was there, and the first one that was on my list was The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. Now, this used to be super hyped. I never read it. I had it on my shelf for a long time, never knew when I was going to read it. This vlog told me, you're reading it now, which is honestly okay for me. I don't know when I otherwise would have picked it up. It's just been kind of sitting there collecting dust essentially. So at the back of this one though, it says Nora's life has been going from bad to worse. Then at the stroke of midnight on her last day on earth, she finds herself transported to a library. There she's given the chance to undo her regrets and try out each other's lives she might have lived, which raises the ultimate question: with infinite choices, what is the best way to live? I have heard it's really fast reading. I've heard good and bad things about this, but I do know it was really hyped at the time. I've never read from the author before, so I don't know how it's going to go. I do know it's short though. It's 288 pages. Hopefully I'll fly through it. And I don't think the chapters are long. No, they're not. They're like tiny, which should really help me to actually just fly through this book like no tomorrow. So that would be ideal, because I have till the 14th of September to get the other 4 books of this reading vlog done. Not ideal, especially when I'm not the fastest of readers. I still might, even if I fail the vlog, I might tell you that I failed the vlog, but still read the books that are for that vlog, just so that you guys can still see what my thoughts are for each of these. But in all honesty, I don't know if I'm going to complete this reading vlog on time, but we'll see how things go. But yeah, The Midnight Library is going to be the second book for that vlog, for this month anyway, because I've already read The Quiet Tenant. So yeah, adding another one in there. Let's go to roll number 4 though. Roll number 4, a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another mood read. Oh, this game's loving me. Okay, roll number 4 gives a 6. Mwah, thank you. And for this one, again, another mood read. makes sense. I add the next book for my reading vlog. Again, just picked up the first one that was there, and that one was Piranesi by Susanna Clarke. I don't actually know anything about the story of Piranesi as far as I'm aware. I probably do, but I can't remember it. But it just says that Piranesi lives in the house, perhaps he always has. The messages begin to appear, scratched out in chalk on the pavements. There is something new in the house. But who are they and what do they want? Lost texts must be found, secrets must be uncovered. The world that Piranesi thought he knew is becoming strange and dangerous. The beauty of the house is immensible, its kindness infinite. It sounds really cozy. In all honesty though, I don't know if it sounds like it's the type of book for me. But we'll see. We'll see how things kind of go. I am worried about this a little bit, but again, it's been on my shelf. It's just been kind of sitting there. I don't know when I would have got to it otherwise. So yeah, it's a really good thing that this reading vlog is getting me to pick this one up. So yeah, I'm going to read this one. Hopefully it's a good time. I'm just a little bit worried that it's not for me, the reading audience. But it should be good. It's again less than 300 pages. It's 245 pages here. So again, another nice kind of shorter one, which I cannot complain about at all. But let's go to rule number 5. Rule number 5, a 1. Okay, goals and targets. I'm good with this one. Okay, rule number 5 gave us a 1. Not ideal, but it did give us goals and targets, and there's one book I was going to fit into this TBR no matter what it took, and that is Skander and the Spirit War by A.F. Stedman. Now, I'm actually recording this on the Sunday, so tomorrow's the 1st, and I literally just met A.F. Stedman today. So this is my Waterstones edition. I do also have the independent book version on my shelf as well, so I do have 2 copies of this book. They are both signed. One is personalised to me though, the other one isn't. This one isn't. But yeah, I was going to be reading this no matter what. It is the final book in the Skander series. I am so excited to be jumping back into this. It is my most anticipated book of the year, or it was. I don't know what's going on with A.F. Stedman. She is bringing them out rapidly. We had one in April. We had this one that's come out now at the end of August. And she has just announced that there is a prequel book coming out in November. Mwah. Thank you. I definitely needed all of the Skander books, so I'm super excited for this. But yeah, I'm going to be reading this one. I can't really tell you too much what it's about, except from the fact that we have this boy named Skander, and basically he is a spirit wielder. However, they're completely outcast. However, he manages to get his horse accepted after already kind of doing the blood ritual sort of thing that already pairs him to his horse. We do also have the other elements, and they're trying to basically take down Skander. He also has bad family members who are not ideal and kind of screwing things up a little bit for him. So yeah, it's about him trying to get his like spirit wielding back into the school, things like that. I love the series. I have never had such a book hangover than I do than this series. It's one of my favourite series of all time. I highly recommend it to every single person. I've actually not decided if I'm going to read this version yet, which is my Waterstones edition, which has really lovely like end papers, or whether I'm going to read my independent bookshop version, which has more of like end papers, and the front of it has been also stamped for a spirit wielder as well. So yeah, I'm going to read one of them though. I'm really excited. I'm definitely going to be picking this up. I think I'll probably do it between my holidays between Korea and Portugal, unless I read it when I'm going to Korea. I'm not sure which one yet. Going to see how things go, but yeah, I'm super excited to this. I know I was going to read it anyway, so I'm just glad I managed to get it in on a goals and targets. But with that, let's go to rule number 6. Rule number 6, and if we get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 6 and we're done. So let's see. A 2, okay, 1, 2. Again, a music prompt. Let's see who we have this time. We have NMIX. I have no idea what I'm going to do for this. Let me have a think. Okay, rule number 6 gave me, again, a musical artist, and we got NMIX. I saw them last year. I love them. They are such a good girl group. I did decide to choose the song Love Me Like This. I'll play a short clip.
If you wanna be my lover, 다시 맘을 닿게 들여. If you wanna your way. 어느 틈에 자라난 이 끌림.
So for that, you'll see it's very romancy. For that one, I decided to pick up a Kindle book because I need to get some Kindle books in here. So far, there are too many physicals. I decided to read Tell Me to Go by Charlotte Bird. Now, I read book 1 last year. I read it sometime anyway, and it is basically about this billionaire who kind of kidnaps this woman, and they're kind of making things steamy. So yeah, it's going to be like a steamy romance again, but this one is a sequel. I don't remember too much of the first one. I know that he kind of brought her over onto like his island, and he kind of gave her like a contract to kind of sign, and it's a billionaire romance. So it was kind of more setting things up in the first book. I believe this one is going to be far more steamy, but yeah, I'm looking forward to kind of jumping into another romance. I was tempted to go for a couple Korean romances I had, but I thought I'll kind of behave a little bit, especially because I don't want to overdo it with going to Korea and reading Korean romance at the same time. So we'll go for this one instead. But with that, let's go to rule number 7. I beg this is the last rule. Let's go. Rule 7, and I'm hoping for a 4 or higher. 1, really? Okay, again, a mid-read though. Could be worse. Okay, rule number 7 gave us a 1. Why? Why is the game dragging it out a bit now? But for this one, we did get a mid-read, which is good. I have one last book for that reading vlog to get on to here, so I might as well add it in here, and that is Blood Slaves by Marcus Redmond. I know nothing about this book. I think it's vampires that are set in Africa? Maybe? I had never heard of this book before. I needed something for this reading vlog when I was looking through the Goodreads ones. This one I could get on Kindle Unlimited. I have Kindle Unlimited, so I chose it. I think it's vampires though, so hopefully I'll enjoy it. I do like vampires in general, so I have a tiny bit of hope, but I've never heard of this book. I've never heard anyone speak about this book. I have no idea what this book is about. I'm going to go in blind except from that, so let's just hope for the best, I guess. But yeah, let's go to our next rule. It has to be the last one, right? We'll have like 3 spaces. Come on. Last roll. Let's go. Okay, rule number 8. Please a 3 or higher. A 2? Seriously? 1, 2 is a failed TBR space. And because no matter what I roll next, it's a pass. Oh, now I get the 6. Okay, that's us done. As you saw, it wasn't the last roll, it was a 2, but we did land on the last space, so we did manage to complete the game after that. However, so annoyingly, that was the one that I didn't take the fail space off of, so we do have a failed TBR space. Now, I had quite a few books I could have a look at for this. There was a couple Kindle books, which really I should have chosen, but I didn't want to. I wanted to pick up a sequel. I wanted to finish off another series. I'm trying to do really well at finishing series, and I feel like finishing 2 would be ideal, and continuing on 1 would be great. So the failed book I did decide to go for is actually a Korean romance, which is probably why I didn't want to choose it before, because I don't want to overwhelm it. But the one I chose was ASAP by Axio. I meant to read this a good couple months ago. I never got around to it. I just ran out of time, and I still really want to read this, and so I'm going to. This one basically just says Sori has worked her whole life to become a K-pop idol until she realises she does not want to live forever in the spotlight. But that's not actually up to Sori. She's caught between her exacting mother's entertainment company and her father's presidential aspirations. And as the pressure to keep her flawless public image shows, the last person she should be thinking about is her ex-boyfriend. She is one of the friends from XOXO, so we're going to be following her this time round. I'm excited. I really liked her character in XOXO, so I'm very much looking forward to jumping into this one and seeing what else has to to be in store. So yeah, I am hyped for this. I honestly think I have a really good TBR. I feel like I have such a mix of genres in here. There's ones that I'm super excited about. There's ones I'm a little bit more nervous about. There's ones that are coming off my shelf that have been there for absolute years and I didn't know when I'd ever read them. So honestly, this is working out really well for me. Now, obviously, I do have a couple of ebooks on here as well. But oh, if I turn this one around, but this does not look too bad. I do also have 2 Kindle books. Is it 2? Yeah, we have Skyborn and we have Blood Slaves as Kindle books. But in all honesty, this does not look too bad. I've sped through XOXO, so I'm hoping I'll speed through this one. I have a romance here. I have 2 short ones. I have my most anticipated release for this quarter, apparently, so we're getting another EF7 book. I have one that I have no idea what to expect, and I have another middle grade that should be a nice quick read. I feel like this is doable, but as I said, I'm away in Korea for 8 days, plus I'm going to be going to Portugal at the end of the month. So in all honesty, this is probably going to be a failed TBR. I'm okay with it. I am still going to try my hardest to read them all, but if I don't get to them all, I'm okay with that. I'm going on holiday. I'm probably not going to be reading as much, except from maybe when I go to bed. I do always read a little bit when I go to bed, but overall reading time is just not going to be there, and that's okay. So we'll see what I can do. I am planning on getting at least some of these read. So yeah, I'll be fine. But let me know what book of these you'd be most excited to hear me talk about. As I said, you will also have 2 new reading vlogs from me. One will be the one for Goodreads. The other will be an Ali Hazelwood reading vlog with 4 books in it. Now, I'm not going to tell you when that's coming out because I don't know. This is going to be the first one of 4. So yeah, I already have the other 3 books I can already use. I have bought 2 this year, so they're on my goals and targets anyway, and then I have one that's on my Kindle and has been for a couple of years. So I do have them there available for me when I'm going to continue this vlog. But yeah, hopefully it'll be out before the end of the year. We'll see how things kind of go though. But I am super excited for all of this. I hope it's going to be a good time. But if you think I'm going to pass this month, give me a heart emoji. If you don't think I'm going to fail, if you think I'm going to fail this month, I'm pretty sure I am, to be honest. Leave a little book emoji. But yeah, that's everything from me. Let me know which book you're most excited to hear about, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.